Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the series What Does Korea Sound Like? In the first two episodes, we watched and talked about the court music and the pansori music. And today we are going to talk about Minyo or folk songs, which is the opposite side of the court music that we started talking about in the first episode. If you haven't watched those first two, I'll put a link, you can go check them out. And there is just one song that we definitely have to check out. I mean, there's no way we can't. And that is Arirang, which is like their most beloved folk song. Actually, I think the translation is like loosely translated to my beloved one, but it has thousands of different versions. It's everywhere basically. So I thought it would be a good idea to check one of the versions together. So Minyo literally means folk songs, and these are the songs that are not sung in the court or for the royal people, but actually was sung in the streets by farmers, merchant families, basically everyday Korean people. They also reflect the struggles and the hopes and joys of everyday life. Each region of Korea developed its own style of Minyo, but as I said, the Arirang is sometimes called even the Korea's unofficial anthem, national anthem. I mean, it's said that there are more than 60 regional versions and thousands of variations of that. Arirang has a long and layered history, and while its origins are still debated, it dates back to several centuries. So it has a very, very long history, and it became especially powerful in the 20th century while during the Japanese colonial rule that was from 1910 to I think 45 by the end of World War II. And the Koreans would sing this song as a form of quiet protest and expressing their national identity, and it carried a lot of themes like sorrow, resilience, longing, and so on and so on. There are so many versions. There is a version on YouTube with 17 million views, and I thought about watching that first. Then once I checked it out, I liked it. I mean, she sings beautifully. The arrangement though was too modern for me, honestly, and it was more like I don't know, I can link it down below and then you guys can go check it out. So I picked this one that is like a group of people are singing still, because I want to listen to that flute, the bamboo flute that they play, because that has an essential role in it, and there's a good group of people singing it, and I thought that would be I don't know, to me it was more interesting to watch. This is still a big performance, by the way, but Even though I did not understand a word of it, it was so amazing. The first thing that I thought about it once the music started was kind of like obviously the pentatonic scale used versus the kind of like the 7-note scale that we use. So pentatonic is like 5 notes in a scale. So basically, and there are usually 5 whole notes. So basically, if you start on a C, you go to D, and then you go to E, but then you don't go to F because that's kind of like a half step. So you go to G and then A. So kind of like that. And you can start it on a lot of different notes. Obviously, the easiest way is to just, if you play the black keys on the piano, I don't think you can see it. Like, yeah, play the black keys on the piano, that's gonna be like a pentatonic scale. And if you listen to the voice of it, there were so many ornamentation. I'm kind of curious to watch like a bunch of different variation of it, or like different like arrangements, to find the difference. And I think the rhythm was so interesting to me. I was trying to find the time signature basically based on like what I'm hearing, and I feel like it's in 9/8, which is 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So it's like 3 beats, but we have like 3 little notes in each of them, and I kind of, that feels like a kind of like a crib moving. Either 6/8 or 9/8, always to me has like a nanu feeling, and I feel like that kind of like help it, like, I don't know, it felt so free at the same time that it had the rhythmic structure of it. And I love the flute a lot, the bamboo flute, because everything else was string. Even the traditional Korean, the instrument was there, everything was string, and the keyboard, of course. But then that's like, that added a very beautiful, like, airy color to it. Like the flute was so distinct, and it kind of like came from like very soft, and it kind of took over. It's really, really beautiful. I love like wind instruments a lot because it's just a reflection from like your body. Basically, the sound comes within your body, and that's so interesting to think of, that you're making music with your body. I know in piano and strings you're still using your body, but that actually literally comes from inside your body. And that was so interesting. And I know that from what I read and what I heard, this is like just not a song. It's way more than a song. It's like, it represents Korean identity, like resilience, and it obviously had survived so many centuries, and it changed, and a lot of like, I don't know how many like dynasties and like rulers have this song has seen. But it's interesting to see different arrangement, I feel like, and then maybe more modern or like blended arrangement. I feel like that also will be cool, because I don't know if you know any versions of that blends that. I would love to see that. But that was a lot of fun, actually. Thank you so much for watching me. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I really like that, and I'm gonna go check out the other arrangements of that. If you have any thoughts or comments, please let me know. I would love to hear from you and read your comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to come back for the next episode. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.